I know that a lot of videos that I have beautiful backgrounds like this, beautiful vacation-like backgrounds. I mean, look at that behind me, just absolutely gorgeous. And sometimes I get comments when I talk about enjoying life and appreciating life, enjoying what you have and really being in the moment. Sometimes I get comments saying that, well, it's easy to enjoy your life. It's easy to enjoy what you're doing when you're out and when you're on vacation all the time, when you have beautiful things like this in the background. And I gotta tell you, even though when I do videos and I'm on vacation or out exploring, because I happen to find great places and great backdrops to shoot videos for you guys like this, I'm not always enjoying myself. I'm not always having an amazing time 100% of the time. I spend a lot of time, I spend plenty of time doing things that I don't enjoy doing. I spend time on my computer for hours and hours and hours. I spend time editing videos like this. I spend time scheduling client calls. I have other work that I do to make money. I have tons of stuff that I do, and I don't always enjoy myself. Now, the current that runs behind being able to appreciate life, being able to enjoy life, being able to feel enriched by your own life is twofold. And one is to begin to start doing things that you find enjoyable. Set whatever it is that you're doing now, take an inventory of your life, take an inventory of your lifestyle, what you do every day after work, after school, whatever it is, during your free time, what you do on the weekends. Are you actually spending that time doing things that you enjoy? Are you actually spending that time doing things that you find purposeful, things that you find meaningful, things that you're passionate about? Or are you kind of spending a lot of time on YouTube like this, watching videos like this? Are you spending a lot of time going to the gym and you don't really like going to the gym? Or are you spending a lot of time reading self-help books that you don't like reading, whatever it is, or watching a lot of TV, spending a lot of time smoking pot with your buddy, sitting around thinking. A lot of things that you aren't doing, you're not taking action because maybe you're too afraid to do it. Now, take a look at those things, and if there are areas there where you're occupying your time doing things that you don't truly enjoy, then set an intention, set a direction towards filling your life with the things that you actually find enjoyable, filling your life with things that you think you might want to try out, things that you think you might want to do. Now, you don't have to know 100% right away. You can start trying things out and start occupying time, start doing things like find new ways of playing, find new sports that you want to play, find new ways of exercising, find new ways of being out in nature instead of going to the gym in a crowded, cramped up gymmy area, 4 days a week. Broaden that horizon a little bit. Start going to yoga, maybe start rock climbing, maybe start trying some cool sports. Oh, I got a boat, I think. I'm taking that boat out of here pretty soon. My boat's boarding pretty soon. Look at your day, look at your week. What does your week look like? Does your week look like something that's boring to you? Does it look like a lifestyle that you don't really want to have? Does it look kind of like, not really inspiring to you? Well, those things that you can change about your life, what you need to do is go ahead and change those. Just go ahead and start filling things that you think you might like, things that you think you might want to try out. Start filling the empty, vacuous, mindless space with things that are beautiful to you, things that enrich your life, things you think you might enrich your life, things you are curious about maybe. Now, the other side of this, the flip side to this, and this is the most important one, this is the one that gets overlooked all the time. The flip side to this, at the same time, there are kind of two currents running. One is this way: you set your intention towards how you think you might want your life to look. Thinking, okay, what do I want my Monday to look like? What do I want my Tuesday to look like? What do I want my weekend to look like? What do I want my month of February to look like? What do I want my year of 2016 to look like? What do I want my 20s or my 30s or my entire life to look like, right? So you set a goal, set an image for what it is that you think you want to do, how it is that you want your life to look. Do you want to be able to speak another language? Do you want to be able to be versatile in instruments? Do you want to be able to travel the world? Do you want to be well-read? Do you want to be cultured? And start setting your mind to that and start doing things that bring you towards fulfilling that type of person who you have set out in your mind as a deeply enriched, fulfilled human being. Now, the other side to that, that's kind of the forward-moving current. Now, the other current that's coming this way, and this is one that gets overlooked a lot, is to start finding enjoyment in the things that you're already doing. And now, a lot of times you can sit around and get bored. My boat still hasn't left yet, which is good. A lot of times we sit around and we get bored and we're like, we sit around and think, okay, well, I'm just little me and I'm not really doing cool things with my life, and my town is boring, my friends are boring, and I don't really have a lot of interests, and I talk like this, and I'm like a kind of a mopey person like this. Now, that is a symptom of not finding inspiration and not finding enjoyment in where you are right now. It doesn't matter what you do with your time. What matters is whether or not you're enjoying the time that you have right now. That is the most important thing. So the things that you can't change about your life, Things that you can't change. Maybe you're in a city right now that you don't really like necessarily. Well, do you not like the city because you haven't explored it enough? Because a lot of times the cities that we live in, the towns that we live in, we just don't know it that well. We just know our routine. We have our Monday through Friday and we go through our daily routines, the same thing every single day. On the weekend we sit around the couch and watch football, and that's what we do. Well, is that why you think your life's boring? Is that why you think your town is boring? The city that you live in? Is that why you think your friends are boring? Is it because you're stuck in a routine and you're looking at the routine that you have right now? Or is it because have you really exhausted all the options? Have you really looked at all the possibilities? Have you looked at all the potential that your life has, that your lifestyle has, that your environment has, the potential that you have as a human being? Your ability to enjoy this moment right now is extremely important. You don't have to go out and do, high-flying, skydiving and base jumping and learn 9 languages and travel across the globe 5 times to be an interesting person, to find enjoyment in your life. What matters most of all is your ability to really appreciate and to enjoy every moment that you spend. If you really don't like your job, or if you find your job to be not that fulfilling, let's say you collect the garbage, something like that. Well, you being a garbage collector versus a man who is, let's say, a lawyer, or a man who is a doctor or something, I don't know what an interesting job is, a journalist. That doesn't make your life interesting. That doesn't make your life fulfilled. That doesn't make your life enriched. What makes your life enriched is your ability to actually engage in the job that you have to. And whatever it is that you do it with passion. Whatever it is that you do it with intention. You do it because that's the job, this is the position that you've chosen for yourself. Maybe you haven't chosen for it, maybe you've just landed into it. But this is the job that you've landed in. This is the position that you're in. Now the question is this, the choice is up to you. Are you going to choose to do with the best that you possibly can with what you have, to enjoy what you can with every moment that you have right now? Or are you going to sit around and mope and wish things were different for yourself? Wish you were in a different environment? Wish you had a different job? Wish you looked different? Wish your skin color was different? Wish you were better with women? Wish that you talked better? Because I'll tell you, when you can engage actively with where you are right now, when you can actually enjoy the situation that you're in right now and engage with the environment, open up your eyes, open up all of your senses to all the people around you, all the things around you, all the activity that's happening all around you, and you actively engage with that environment, guess what happens? Suddenly all of that stuff starts coming to you. You by your very nature become much more interesting. You become much more engaged with the world around you. You become much more fascinated with the world around you. And when you're engaged and you're fascinated, you become engaging and fascinating. I know I've talked about this before, but it's worth repeating. So in this world of going out and trying to create a life that we enjoy, create a life of pleasure, a life of purpose, a life that we can say, I really love my life. It really works 2 ways. One way, are you moving in a direction that you find inspiring? Have you set a goal for you? Have you set a vision for yourself, for who you want to be, what you want your life to look like next week, next month, next year, in the next 10 years? And have you actually taken wherever you are right now, if you're stagnant right now, and you've actually shifted a little bit, and with that goal in mind, with that 1 month, 2 month, 5-year goal, whatever it is in mind, start gradually, slowly moving in that direction? Are you actually doing that? And 2, this is the undercurrent of the whole thing. Wherever you are right now, the things that you can't change about your life right now, the things that you feel like you're stuck with, but I'm stuck, I can't get out of this situation. Have you actually sat, observed, opened up your mind, and found enjoyment in whatever it is that's in front of you right now? Found enjoyment and found fulfillment in your daily life, and have you started to engage with all the people and all the activity that's going on around you? Because I guarantee you that once you start doing that, once you actually start opening up, once you shift only your mental direction, not just your physical direction, not just what you're doing, the purpose that you've set for yourself, but only where you are right now, and you've shifted from being closed in, having a closed in head, thinking about only like this, and open up that window, and actually open up your eyes with clear vision, and start to see that there is so much out there in the world. There's so much activity and so much beauty, so many things that you can engage with that make your life fulfilling and meaningful, that we're just not open to because we've spent so much of our time like this, with blinders on, clouded vision, because we think that we're stuck in the place that we are. But the thing is that the place that you are right now, the thing that you're doing right now, when you open your eyes, you'll start to see that it's the most beautiful place you could possibly be. We're so full of information, so full of knowledge, that our stomachs are full. It's like we have an upset stomach. And what we're going out to do is we're trying to find more information on how to cure our upset stomach. Where really what we need to do is digest what we have now.